Hey folks, Deano here again. This time finally taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit Chosen Ones, otherwise known as Goku Black, or a clone of him. Yeah, so I genuinely had given up hope of this guy ever appearing. I purchased him before all of the lockdowns and stuff kicked in, so I really thought he was going to be stuck in China for, well, forever. But here he is, and I have to say he's a pretty decent stand-in for the real thing. Let's take a look at his massive box. You'll see again, Demoniacal Fit like to copy, what was it, the event exclusives from last year, the Gohan, Frieza and Kid Goku that they brought out. So yeah, you've got the black with the rosy highlights, showing off to the new accessories that they give you in this pack. Still ages 15 and up, at least they're still thinking of the kids. Demoniacal Fit instead of the Tamashii logo, or the Figuarts logo. Demoniacal Fit 2000 and, is that, yeah, 19, I thought it said 18 there, I'm like, it's not that old. Made in China. And the Chosen Ones, I have no idea why they went with that name. It doesn't fit Goku Black's character at all. But yeah, I noticed the box did get a bit beat up in transit, but it's not an official figure, so I'm not really bothering about the box, to be honest. But yeah, you can see here, nice little image of the scythe that they give you that doesn't come in the original package. Some more poses, some pictures of the base form head, and yeah, I forgot about this. They've basically copied everything, including the warning labels and stuff like that, all the way down to making their own blurb. So yeah, quite funny that they basically copied them completely. But yeah, enough of that. Let's bring in Goku Black right here. So yeah, this, to my knowledge, is the first time Demoniacal Fit have actually straight up bootlegged a figure. Up until now, it's been their own moulds or tweaks of existing moulds, but them basically making their own spin on it. This one's essentially the exact same figure as the official Goku Black, with some much needed extra accessories. But yeah, taking a look at those accessories, the first thing first is, we'll take this apart because you can do that, that's how you get it in the hands. So it just splits apart right there. Very, very nicely done scythe. That is sort of pearlescent white that's going through the middle of the scythe part, pointy at both ends, and yeah, just altogether really high quality feeling plastic. I'm very impressed with this. It's quite heavy though, and the Demoniacal Fit joints aren't quite as good as the real one, I will say that. But yeah, this figure cost me about £38, I think, including shipping. And I'd say the scythe and the smirking face alone are worth that extra price. I mean, compared to the real one, that's over £100 just now. So yeah, make of that what you will. Yeah, second part, let's take his head off. And yep, he does indeed come with a smirking rosy face. I am not actually sure, did they... Yeah, they might have just took the mould for the base form head and painted it the rosy colour. But not complaining, the rosy head desperately needed a smirking face. I mean, that's pretty much all he did when he was in rosy, was smirk. And basically just acted like he was better than everyone else, higher than the mortals, or the Ningens. But yeah, next up is this pain in the backside. Now, it's because it's a clone figure. This people that know what these Kamehameha effects are like know that they're already a pain in the backside, and this being a clone, not quite as well moulded, this thing, you're lucky it's even went together. It's higher quality plastic, so it's not going to break on you, but yeah, trying to fit all these together, this will be going back in the box. I don't plan on using it at all, but pretty decent shading altogether. You've got his standard energy blade. I'm not actually sure what they call it in the show. I don't have, well, I do have the original figures accessories on hand, but it's in the clamshell packing and I really can't be bothered taking it out. But this, it's a little bit warped, unfortunately. The quality of the plastic and the pearlescent shape design of it is still really good. It feels a bit harder though. In fact, all of the hands that we're coming up on are all quite stiff. Not that soft a plastic, but there you go. You do get finally the standard face, the standard head, high quality plastic again, doesn't feel cheap at all. Again, quite hard plastic though. Yeah, you also get, doesn't want to show itself, you get the standard Goku black grimace face, you get the yelling face, and finally you get the gritty teeth base form head. You do also get a brand new hand in the shape of that. I do realise that that's quite disturbing looking to not have a head on it, so let me pop that back on. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this hand came from. I'm pretty sure what they've based it off of, the hands were actually more like that. They weren't splayed out like that, but it's still quite it's a fitting pose for him, let's say, and it fits a couple of different sort of styles. So yeah, welcome addition altogether, all the same. And next up we have the instant transmission hand. Again, they have remembered to put the ring on the right hand of all of these. They could have just used regular Goku hands because they already had them lying about, but nope, they went through the trouble of painting the ring on. A bit of grippy Kamehameha style hands, martial arts posy hands. That one just flew off the desk. One singular karate chop sort of hand that fits into that quite snugly, although it seems to go in at an angle, so yeah, but fits well enough. You obviously get a pair of fist hands. You get the one where he's showing off the time ring or pointing at you sort of hand, and then obviously you get a pair of grip hands, which are also a new accessory. I completely forgot about that, but they included them so you could hold the scythe. But yeah, I don't know what much else to say really. It's an amazing copy of a now quite expensive figure. Let's put some basic hands on there. That is a problem which I will come to in a second. You will notice, if it will focus, there we go, they have reinforced the ball joints. The ball joint on the head as well is quite bizarre. I think it's the Vegito Blue head, which means they would have had to have remoulded his heads, because the official ones do not fit, which is strange. The faces will fit on the heads, but the heads won't fit on the bodies. But yeah, let's finish this off. I think I have rambled quite a while on this figure, and I've not even done the articulation or comparisons yet, so there you go. Gonna be a long one, folks. But yeah, there we go. So, articulation and pretty much issues, unfortunately. There's not many of them, but I'm still very wary of... Why is that so washed out looking? There we go. Yeah, I'm still quite wary of the neck and head joints, because obviously using the same one as Vegito, there's a possibility they might break. But apart from that, it is a really, really good figure. In terms of articulation, when the head stays on, I mean, the Vegito Blue ones were too tight, this one's too loose. It physically will not stay on if you move it. But you get the usual swivel, can go up that far at the arm, swivel round, bicep, double jointed elbow, hinge and swivel at the hand. You've got that much forward, that much back. Quite good, actually. You'll notice when I do the comparison that this guy seems a bit thinner, and I think it's because of the lower body. But yeah, this is a nice soft plastic to go with the rest of it. I think that is actually out a wee bit. Strange. But yeah, he can go out about that far, which is quite good. He can kick out, hindered a wee bit by the soft plastic. Can go back as well. Double jointed knees. And the feet. Nice ball joint at the lower part there, and toe swivel. So yeah, another reviewer that I do listen to on a regular basis said that the ball joints at the bottom of the feet are different, but I have checked, they're the exact same, so I don't know if he got an older version of the chosen ones or not. I haven't got a clue, but mine's are the exact same. There's no difference in articulation or anything. So yeah, I will say the plastic seems higher quality, but not as good as an official. Like before we get there. So yeah, finally, quick comparison with the real deal, and immediately you can see some differences. So where to begin? This bottom piece, for starters, this one seems to be spread out a bit more, and I think I just realised why. It's because this leg is out a bit more than it should be, because if we pull this up, yeah, that's... yeah, there's definitely something going on there. I will have to have a wee look at that, see what's going on. But yeah, that's pretty much a non-issue. You don't notice it unless you're standing him next to another Goku Black. Yeah, in terms of the overall shading of the figure, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. See that head refusing to stay on again. You'll notice there's a lot less shading, or more subtle shading, on the hair compared to the official one. The shading on the grey part of the gi is also a bit harsher on this one. You'll also notice the plastic is a bit shinier. It's especially noticeable on the front here and a little bit at the front of the hair. But I'm not sure if I actually prefer this one, to be honest. Because that one always gave it a look of sort of candy floss. I don't know. This one, the sort of shinier hair, sort of fits in with the new Super Saiyan Blues, believe it or not. Which I don't know if they were deliberately going for that, but it worked out in the end. This bottom piece is also a bit darker. In fact, the entire gi, if you look at it, is a bit darker on the Demoniacal Fit as opposed to the one. But yeah, you will also notice Demoniacal Fit looks a bit thinner, which suits Goku Black. This one, I'm not sure if it's because of the neck, because the neck on this seems a bit longer, probably because of them using the different peg. But yeah, basically guys, I would definitely recommend it, especially if you either don't have a Goku Black or you only have one. That way you can display one with black hair, one with rosy hair, and you also get the smirking face with this one, as well as the scythe. So yeah, official, extra accessories. That's pretty much the only difference. But yeah, definitely a recommended buy, especially for the price. I would get him while it lasts. I really would. But yeah guys, that'll do it for this review. I shall see you all later.